Hey guys, it's Gypsy. I am coming to you from my bedroom again because my girls keep taking over my living room, so it's fine. I'm cool with just hanging out in my room. So I got a hold of a deck from Etsy, and I love, 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 love it. It is a super cool looking deck. It is. They have actually a dark deck and a light deck, so you can probably guess which one I got because it is from the Netherlands. I cannot remember the name of the vendor at this time, and I am deeply sorry. But if you go to Etsy and just do a search for Lunatic Lenormand, you will get a hold of it, okay? And you'll recognize these sweet, sweet images. So I'll start with like the title card. I'm showing you this because there's really no box to show you. If you this is the box. La Caja Blanca. That's all you got, guys. It's not a fancy box. If you're like, oh my god, I need boxes, get a bag for this one, unless you are fine with the generic, like, plain white, government-issued white box. Okay. I personally do not care because this deck is so super cool. I'm going to be putting it in its own little fancy bag because that's what I do with my preciouses. So anyway, long story short, here we go. So this is the Lunatic Lenormand dark version because duh. And then here we go. So the images, I think the images are the same in the other deck. I don't think they changed that. What they changed is this background. It's like tan colors. It's like a light cream and like a tan or something. I don't know. Didn't care. This is the back of the cards. Oh, here we go. Oh, coming soon. Lunatic Oracle. So there's that. I didn't even look to see if they had that yet because I'm not a huge Oracle person. I mean, I've got a lot of Oracle decks, but nowadays I'm like totally obsessed with Lenormand, so it's fine. So anyway, I don't know though. Such cool images. Maybe I need to go just look at it, just take a peek. So this is the writer, and you can see, like I said, it's very gothy. So you've got like a marble statue here. I don't want to show all the cards because I feel like if you really want to see all the cards, go get the deck. Because I don't know, these guys work really hard on their stuff and I don't want to just hand it out. But here is the house. So it's, you know, kind of a haunted house. So if you're like not a dark person, this may put you off a little bit because it looks like a haunted house, like a scary place. I'd stay there. So I guess it really just kind of depends on your taste. If you don't mind like the dark and spooky and the skulls and those don't speak to like deathly, like dark and scary stuff, then you're fine. I'm like, couple of broken windows. Psh, is there blood on the walls? Because I mean, like what room am I gonna be in there? You know. Then we have the snack. Love the snack. I'm gonna do a video after this of my snack, so I'll show you Atticus. His name is Atticus Cinch, because he's a hugger. Snake, number 7. I love this snake card. It's unique. A lot of times they show like, you know, like a really scary, like, I don't know, this snake doesn't look as bad to me. It could be possibly venomous because if you see its head is red, but actually it's not because it doesn't have a diamond shaped head. Not a poisonous snake. This was probably a hugger too. But anyway, there's that cool ass looking snake. That actually looks like a little snake. So the bouquet also has 2 options, and it looks like it's really more having to do with the coloring in this one. The cards really aren't different. It's just that one has kind of like a red background, like this one has a red background, and this one's more like just, you know, minimal colors. I mean, they're both minimal colors, but you know what I'm saying. So there's these 2 bouquet flowers. Flower bouquets. I feel like maybe my blood sugar's low, or maybe I need to like hydrate a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with me. Then we have the Scythe. Okay, and so that one's again super cool looking card. We got the little Griffin at the bottom, kind of neato. The whip. I like this one. So there's the whip. Let's see here. Then we have the birds, which, surprise, they are ravens. Alright, because lunatic deck. So they're ravens. And then, yes, they do have 2 children. So they have one child that looks like a wee baby. And then we have one that's like a little girl. And so we've got 2 here. The wee baby and the little girl. Alright, and so lucky number 13 for the kiddo. I always wondered why they made that one number. There's the bear. So, makes me think of Merida and Brave. I love that movie. And so, sorry Scottish people watching this. I know I'm butchering the accent, but it's fun for me to try. So I try it all the time. And again, we have a moth in there. Dog. So they gave us 2 versions of dog as well. And I thought that was interesting. I don't see a lot of decks that do alternative dog cards. And so this one we have the same dog is in the background, like in the photo of a dog, in the dog portrait. But if you look here, we have a Doberman, row. And then over here we have more of like, you know, a black dog. This makes me think of like, Harry Potter. Not Severus. Sirius Black. It's like a Sirius Black dog. I like that one. Next we have Crossroads. So we have some train tracks there with a legit bat. No doubt about it. That's a bat. So there's that one. The heart. It's literally a heart. It's like the telltale heart. Yeah, an allusion to one of my favorite stories. A letter. Alright, and I think that one's pretty. I like the feather, the quill pen. Oh, look, a moth, not a bat. Now, I am just... When I looked, I didn't look at the whole deck. I just looked at some example cards that they had on Etsy when I ordered this. Either I missed this, or they didn't show it. I don't remember, but I had no idea that this was in here. So they give us 2 different versions of man and woman, which we would expect at this point because they've given us 2 versions of so many. So this is one of the man cards. And check out the other one, folks. Oh, yes, they did. I'm like, that is so cool. I can't even. We've already had Ravens. Already had my telltale heart. And now we have the original lunatic himself. The OG goth. Edgar Allan Poe. Was so stoked. So stoked. So here we have 2 women that we have more of like the traditional, you know, marmy kind of looking, and then we have the younger, softer. This is probably the one I'll use because it makes me think of like Annabelle Lee, you know, kind of Lenore feeling, and it just goes. It just makes sense. Then we have the moon. Alright, we've got like 3 different shades of the moon, or phases of the moon, I should say. And I'm noticing that there's like ravens, owls, and moths all over the place. This one is an extra card, and I always have mixed feelings about throwing in extra cards in decks. But this one, I like it. It's pretty. At least they left it unnumbered, so I appreciate that, because it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about extra cards. I've never been real crazy about it, but I try to keep my mind open to it because I can understand why people do them, but I feel like the current systems, or the traditional systems, they cover what they need to cover. So I don't know. Mixed feelings. This one though, I think it's really pretty. I don't know if I'll actually use it in any, you know, thing if I use this deck. What am I saying? When I use this deck, I don't know if I'm going to put it in or not. I'll have to really think about it. I may put it in and leave it in for a little bit and then decide if I like it or not. I don't know. But Rebirth is the name of this extra card that they have. And hey, look, it's not bats. And I can see it clearly because they're big and I don't have to adjust. So yes, those are the moths that they've been having throughout. And I find it kind of interesting that they're actually not the Death's Head moth, as you would assume that they would probably do in a deck that's already chock full of skulls. They don't. They're like, I think we've done that. That was too expected. I'm not going to put skulls on the moths, even though that actually is a thing. So anyway, but they have these beautiful moths that they use. And that is the Lunatic deck, guys. That's a wrap. That's my reveal of the Lunatic deck. So if you liked it, go give them some love over at, I found it. It says it on here. On the back of the Rebirth card is the Lunatic Oracle. It is by Loreen, Loreen, Music, Muzik, 2019. And it is at Divination Apothecary. So I think that's the name of their Etsy store. I'm pretty sure it's coming back to me now. That's the name of their Etsy store. So now you know where to go look for it. If you get it, holla back, man. Or make a response video. Are people still doing that? And then let me know what you think of it. It takes a couple weeks to get it in because Netherlands if you live in the US. So keep that in mind. Be patient. It's worth the wait. Love you guys. Mean it. I hope you are having an excellent, a fabulous weekend. And I will see you guys later when I do a review of the Russian deck that I got. See you later, guys. Why does she always record in her bed? That's kind of weird. This is like take 3. It's because this is my happy space and I like it, and so I'm gonna sit here until I get this freaking video done. Stars. Although I don't know if I want a depressed drunk representing a man in my life, but it's happened more than once.